Hey guys, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope I'm on the right thing. Okay, let's see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I can't see any comments. Okay, I see Bible Lady, but I know that there were comments before because I saw you guys in here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm just trying to get used to a little bit of a new format because StreamYard decided to do some enhancements, which I'm very happy about, but on a Monday morning, which is crazy. So your girl is trying to figure it all out, which not too much different, but it's still kind of like nonetheless, I'm still a little bit like what's going on here? Okay. Also, I'm trying to find the stream. I don't know what's going on. Let me check because there's a hurricane on its way to Florida or up on the East Coast again because it's that season, and I don't know what's going on. I don't see is it just me, or is anybody else like, I don't see it. Let me see you guys, as if I'm expecting someone to answer me back. I see you guys. Hey, guys. Let me see. Okay. Let me look on my YouTube monitor because StreamYard is not gonna. So Beauty, her name. I don't know if you were first here, but good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Gemini, me, and four. Make beauty forever. Good morning, sis. How are you, Miss HLS? Good morning, Mai Tai, Mimi, Pen Pal, Sanders. Good morning, everybody. Jay Blake, Bible Lady, Kimmy. I am Coco. Look at all you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't see it on Court TV either. Let me go log into Orange County and see what in the Orange County is going on right now because um so there was a motion filed yesterday afternoon. I don't know if you guys heard about it. But so it was a motion eliminate, basically trying to throw out additional so where he tried to have the video taken all the way out, he filed a motion yesterday on 3 different parts of the video to be stricken from the record. Let's see what's going on here. Ron DeSantis came forward and there's a press conference in 30 minutes. Geez. Okay, well, let me log into Orange County and see if there's any news. If they decided to not have because they were doing jury selection today. Oh. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see what's going on. Share my screen. Okay. There's the motion. There's no when court was delayed the other day, because of the hurricane coming, they had a note in here that, trial was delayed, blah, blah, blah. So I wouldn't expect anything different. The defense was how did they have that noted the last time? Oh, because I think it was like the 26th, and then it was moved to the 27th. And there was a note in here somewhere about that. So I would expect that they'll probably do something else like that. Okay, that was that. That was okay. So there's no updates on here. So it's looking like court's supposed to start at 9 and it's 9:06. I don't know. Let me check around, see what's going on. So you guys, I'm gonna run the intro. Um Yeah, I don't see it on Court TV. I don't see it on Law and Crime. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. I'm on Court TV's website. Let's see. I was gonna just okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Let me see if this is it. Ooh. And then the news channels that I cover too, they're all going to a press conference from the governor. Um, so I'm not sure what's going on. I wonder if it's got I'm sure it's got something to do with that. Um, it says October 7th. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right. Let me okay. All right, you guys, hold on just a second. Let me do this. I know popcorn. It's a popcorn. It's giving like a popcorn moment. Um, with the like 5 million news channels that I'm subscribed to, I don't see anything. Um, interesting, right? I hate when stuff like this happens and it's just like, what's going on? I don't know. So annoying. It's like, where is everybody? I was expecting everybody to be in a place and then they're not. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay. So I'm looking at someone who I just clicked on someone's channel who I think is like, "Hey, what's going on?" Just okay. All right. Ron DeSantis provides Hurricane Milton update. What is going on? Yeah, it's hurricane talk right now. Any of my Florida people, Bible lady, what's going on? Is it due there today? Okay, let's do this while we're waiting and we're going to figure it out. But let me talk to you guys about this motion. Um so yesterday, let me get back to the docket real quick since we were there, we may as well talk about it. It's right here. Let me pull it up cuz I know you guys love a good document. Let's just get into it. This very well could be talked about today. I'm sure it will have to be. So it was a motion in limine. So basically, what this is it's a motion to exclude. So where they tried to exclude the whole entire interrogation video because it didn't look amazing for her. There are three specific points that they would like to eliminate. And this was filed yesterday at 3:30 into the circuit court, the Ninth Judicial Court, um, by her lawyer, Owens, the defendant by and through the undersigned counsel, and under sections Florida statutes request the honorable court to exclude certain evidence at the trial of this cause, specifically redacting portions. So when I read through this, I was thinking like, okay, these are areas that really do kind of make Sarah look bad for a couple different reasons. Now, something that makes James Owens look bad are these mistakes right here. I if I were Judge Cranick, and I don't know if that's being a ball buster or not, but the offense allegedly occurred February 23rd, 2024. It's like, sir, you are a seasoned attorney, and everyone makes mistakes, and I'm certainly not one, right? But everyone makes mistakes. It's the day before trial. You're trying desperately to have something thrown out. I almost feel like it would behoove you to get the facts of the case right, and this is not correct. It was 2020. It's been over 4 years, damn near 5 years, and it's 2020, not 2024. And then the defendant arrived February 25th. Again, a mistake. I noticed that, like, immediately. And that kind of stuff, I mean, it happens. We all make mistakes. I'm not picking, but this is a legal document. This is a last minute filing the day before trial, and you don't have a lot of wiggle room for the judge to tell you, I'm not accepting this because the facts of the document, there is a particular fact that's not correct. I don't know how Judge Cranick will address that or not. It just jumped out, to those of us who've got the eagle eye. Well, yeah, it jumped out to me. Anyway, so that was the first thing. So anyway, Florida statute requests the honorable court to exclude certain evidence at the trial of this cause, specifically redacting portions of the 2-hour video interrogation that he unsuccessfully argued last week, that it needed to be thrown out because of the Miranda and missing question number 9. Now it's just we want these because they're highly prejudicial or could be seen as highly prejudicial. The defendant Sarah Boone is charged by way of information with a single count of second degree murder. The offense allegedly occurred February 23rd, 2024 in Orange County, Florida. During the homicide investigation, the defendant was asked to come to Orange County Sheriff's Department. The defendant arrived February 25th, 2024 and was escorted into an interrogation room. A custodial interrogation of the defendant then ensued. Approximate 2 hours interrogation was recorded by audio and video. If you guys are have an extra tab open and paying attention to Law and Crime or Court TV, that'd be awesome. Let me see. Law and Crime's not even up yet on some YSL. It's like, what's going on? Oh, wait, let's see. So Crime Time. Maybe I need to go to Law and Crime Trials. I'm like, it's Monday, right? Like all of a sudden we wake up and it's like, what's going on? Where is everybody? Um, Weird. Okay, let me go back to Court TV. This is so strange. Unless court is canceled. I mean, that would be the explanation, is that maybe there's a delay due to the weather because the hurricane's coming, but the hurricane doesn't seem to be there yet. I'm not sure what you mean. It's a while still today because of the Jewish holiday. So, but court is open and they said it was supposed to start at 9. So maybe it's not starting at 9 because Judge Cranick said he was starting on time on the 7th. So it took him on face for that one. YSL is back on Wednesday. Um, No, I didn't say that. I said, well, clearly it is because it's 9 o'clock. It's 9:15 and it's supposed to start at 9. So there's got to be some sort of a delay. Official delay, I do not know. I checked the website. I checked the docket to see if there was anything posted about a delay. I don't see anything. You know what? Let me check the banner on Orange County and see if there's anything. Um, Last time there was a delay due to the hurricane, like a week or so ago, there was a banner up top that stated that due to the weather, that court was closed on that day. They are preparing for the hurricane, making decisions on whether to stay or leave. They may be a part of an area where there is so central. So they're in Central Florida. You know, Orlando's kind of dead in the middle of, not completely dead in the middle, but it's middle between, let's say, the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much all of the panhandle, you know, whenever this weather starts to come through, but there's nothing stated. Ron DeSantis is going live shortly, and there's just no update yet. They've got to know that everybody is sitting around like pins and needles waiting for them to put something out. Let's see.
Well, good evening. We're at the state EOC. I'm joined by
So this was 15 hours ago, but he's going live again in a little bit.
Kevin Guthrie and Secretary Jared Perdue of the Florida Department of Transportation. Milton is now a hurricane. We said earlier this morning that it was possible that could happen today. Some said it might happen tomorrow, and it's already happened. And so it's strengthened. Hasn't moved that far since the morning. It's going to start picking up the pace there as it comes closer to Florida before it makes landfall, likely sometime on Wednesday afternoon. The forecast currently calls for the storm to reach potentially a Category 4 with landfall at a Category 3. Now, don't get too focused on this cone and on a specific spaghetti model. There's still a lot of uncertainty on this.
How many of you guys, when you hear spaghetti, it makes you feel a certain type of way? Girl, when I hear spaghetti now, after Wade Wilson, it just makes me like immediately it takes me right to Wade when I hear spaghetti. I don't even, it's weird.
The peninsula on the Gulf side has the potential.
Yeah, it's like a cringe now.
Impacts from storms.
It's like Wade did not ruin spaghetti for me because that's one of my favorites, but the word spaghetti makes me think of something. I can't wait until that that reference clears my brain. Yeah, so what happened in Asheville, so you guys know, in North Carolina, I guess there was a dam up in the Asheville Crowder's Mountain, up in the mountains area, like an hour from here. There was a dam up there, and I guess the dam broke, and that's what really devastated that area due to the hurricane. So almost like something similar with what happened to in Katrina, where the levees broke. There was some sort of water management system, dam, if you will, that broke up there, and it devastated that area. And that's kind of what happened with that. So people have not really, I mean, if the storm comes up through North Carolina again and hits up in the mountains, it's not going to be good. So here, like I said, in my area, there were trees down, there was debris, but it was not anything major, at least for us. I've seen worse. But yeah. Okay, let's listen to what Ron DeSantis had to say. And then I think they're having another press conference in like 20 minutes. And it quite possibly could be. I mean, this has been scheduled for so long. And I know that one of the sisters mentioned that there's Jewish holidays, but they would have taken that into account a long time ago because these, you know, they're not going to schedule something when court's supposed to be closed, but obviously natural disasters, weather and things are not things that we can plan. So, well, you know what? It's old. Our infrastructure is so old. And who did they, not to get political, because I'm not, but when President Obama was talking about fixing the roads, bridges, and all of the things, when he used to talk about the good, solid American jobs, and we need to work on some things because some of these things are 100 damn years old, people were like, what? Okay. And I know in new cities that are a little bit newer, like Charlotte is a growing city. So a lot of our highways and bridges are relatively new. But where you have older parts of the country, like cities like Boston, New York City, what even parts of Washington, D.C., where it's not as new. It's seasoned, it's well seasoned, well over 100 years old, buildings over 100 years old. 150 years old, subway system almost damn 75 years old. Um, Stuff needs to be tended to, you know? So I totally agree. But yeah, that's it's I don't even know what to say, but I remember that was a lot of talk a long time ago, and it was oftentimes poo-pooed. Okay, let's listen to Ron DeSantis, hear what he has to say. There's going to be another update, and then I guess we'll figure out what's going on. But court does not seem to be in session. And I would think before they would have put this on the calendar, if there was an observation of the Jewish holiday, then that would have been in effect and would have been scheduled accordingly. Because one thing we know, Judge Kranek, he dots his T, he crosses his T's and dots his I's, right?
Surge, how that storm ultimately develops in terms of the track will obviously have a big impact in terms of which areas are going to get more damage than others. But there's just no way to say that, well, if you're in this part of the Gulf Coast, you're probably going to be fine. There's no way it's going to get here. No, there's actually a lot of range of possibilities when it comes to this storm. So just be mindful of that and let that uncertainty influence your preparations to know that you're not going to be able to be told with 100-degree certainty where this storm is going to go this far out in advance. We signed an executive order declaring a state of emergency yesterday. We now have 51 Florida counties that are in that executive order. We do the standard stuff so people can prepare, our state resources, local governments. But one of the things that we did was make sure that all disaster debris management sites that are in landfills and counties that were impacted by Hurricane Helene, that they remain open 24/7 for drop off. And yes, we had a situation this morning in Pinellas County, bright and early. No one was there. So we just opened it at the state officials opened it and are using it. And we need to do that. We have directed state personnel to help with this. And so you've got a lot of assets that have been brought to bear. And we're happy to do that to assist and to supplement, not to displace, but to supplement local government's obligations on debris removal. We are at a level 1 here. As of the 5 o'clock advisory, Hurricane Milton was located 805 miles west-southwest of Tampa. Maximum sustained winds have now reached 85 miles per hour. Kevin and his team at Florida DEM are fulfilling missions actively in preparation for the storm making landfall in the state of Florida. We've sent high water rescue vehicles to Hillsborough and Pinellas counties, where there are some models having the eye of the storm making landfall, although I think the more recent track is that it's slightly south of Tampa Bay. Again, a lot of uncertainty. No way you could be wedded to one particular spaghetti plot at this point. In Hillsborough, we've deployed nearly 400 feet of flood protection systems. These things have worked when you have critical infrastructure. So we're going to continue to be doing that over the next few days in anticipation of the storm. We're coordinating 1,800 feet of flood protection systems for different types of critical infrastructure throughout counties like Hillsborough and Manatee. We're actively fulfilling over 32 separate requests for flood protection devices. We were in Manatee Memorial Hospital last week doing an event. They used it. They didn't flood.
Stop
Most of
it.
the other
Ron wears a
places by it,
wig.
right on the water, flooded. The devices worked. And so we're happy to do that. We have almost 600 ambulances ready to assist healthcare facilities. And as I previously noted, the debris removal mission leading into the storm, certainly for all today, all Monday, and probably all of Tuesday, if as long as it's safe to do so, is 24/7. It's round the clock. And that's the way it's got to be. The Hurricane Helene
Y'all, I
left
am
a
so
lot of
tempted to go
debris
ahead and call
in
that
its wake
courthouse
that
like,
did
hey, what's
damage to
going on with
homes.
Judge
People have had to take
Kranix
things out.
office,
And
ma'am?
just sitting there is a hazard. I know there's been a lot of problems with these contractors and these local
court
governments.
canceled for today?
Kevin has laid down the law on that. I mean, if these contractors are not fulfilling their responsibilities, there's going to be penalties for that. And we're not just going to sit idly by. You're under contract. You make money off the local government or city, and then you don't show up. That doesn't work for us. And so we'll make sure that we respond accordingly. We currently have 415,000 gallons of diesel, 250,000 gallons of gasoline, and an additional 315,000 gallons of both diesel and gasoline are en route. I think people know, fuel comes in like the Port of Tampa. At some point, given the track of the storm, the port is going to make a decision to do. I'm not saying that's going to happen now or tomorrow, but there will be an interruption in that port and probably some other ports. So we do have fuel that is on hand. I directed DEM and FDOT to supplement the existing sand removal in addition to debris removal when the storm surge came on these barrier islands in places like Manatee and Pinellas County.
Okay, sounds like it's coming. Is it coming up the Gulf? It sounds like it's on the Gulf side. Yeah, they say it's not going to hit till Wednesday, but there's nothing updated I'm trying to find the phone number. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second, guys. We're good for making a phone call. Hold on a second. Let's get into it. Hold on. Oops. Girl. What kind of number was I trying to dial? Hold on a second. Girl, some more digits than that. Okay, here we go.
Hello, you have reached the Orange County Clerk of Court. I want to help you conduct your business as efficiently as possible. Our call center hours of operation are from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday Eastern Time. If you're calling to make a payment, we cannot process payments over the phone. You can make payments right from our website or at any of our 4 locations. Go to myorangeclerk.com for details. You can access many of our services anytime, anywhere from our website. Besides payments for traffic tickets or criminal fines, you can also find information about payment plans and other payment options at myorangeclerk.com. Payments can also be made at any AMSCOT location. Lawyers and pro se litigants can e-file court documents right from the Florida Court's e-filing portal.
Excuse me, guys.
myflcourtaccess.com. Public court records can be viewed right from the website. Certified copies of court records and marriage licenses can be ordered here.
Sir, can we
Packets and
get
forms
the
for
direction
civil and
for the
family
button?
matters can be ordered and paid for right from our website shopping cart.
Jesus.
You can also begin your marriage license
Too much information
online.
E-marriage Jesus. Thank you. Thank you for the
all this and
blessings.
more,
I
go
take
to
all of them.
myorangeclerk.com. That's myorangeclerk.com.
Okay.
Your call will be recorded for quality assurance. To continue in Spanish, please press 2. Para español o primo el número 2. If you know your party's extension, please press 3. Otherwise, stay on the line for further assistance.
Well, thank you. Ooh.
Please select from the following menu. For traffic attorneys, and compliance payment plans, press 1. For county and circuit criminal attorneys and compliance payment plans, press 2. For child support. For information regarding a court date, press 1. For county and circuit criminal, press 2. For compliance payment plan. For information about expunging, sealing, or filing an appeal, our address, location, and hours of operation, or restoration of your civil rights, please visit our enhanced website at www.myorangeclerk.com. Please remain on the line to speak with a customer service representative. Thank you.
Thank you for calling the Office of the Orange County Clerk of Courts. You have reached the Criminal Division. All of our representatives are currently busy assisting other callers. For faster service, please visit our website at www.myorangeclerk.com. Thank you. Your wait time is approximately 15 minutes.
Ooh, girl, court must really be 15 minutes, baby. They are playing with the folk. They need to just put up a message. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for the blessings, girl. You know, I'm a fall allergy season girl. So that's interesting fun fact. Your sis is fall allergies. Okay. I'm clicking on some known folk.
This is Orange County Clerk Tiffany Moore Russell. Is your driver's license suspended? You don't have to wait for a special event to get back on the road. We can help you with a payment plan anytime for outstanding traffic tickets and criminal fines. This is the first step towards getting your driver's license reinstated. Learn more at my office's website at myorangeclerk.com. Thank you for your patience. Remain on the line for a deputy clerk to help you.
Y'all remember when we called the courthouse about the divorce? When the divorce first got filed for Shirley Strawberry and it had like that blanket order on there and we were trying to find out some information. It's so funny listening back to some of these videos when we like make a phone call. You saw what about jury selection today?
Many of our services can be accessed anytime, anywhere from our
Was
website
jury selection canceled?
at myorangeclerk.com. For example, you can make payments.
Oh,
Also find
you
out
can't.
about payment plans and other payment options.
Sonia's not a
You can view court
blogger.
records and order certified court records and marriage license.
Sonia doesn't do what I
Our
do,
website,
so
you can also begin
that's
your marriage
okay.
license application and even order forms and packets for civil and family matters. You can also file court documents from the Florida Courts e-filing portal, and you can contact us with a question or concern from our Contact Us page. All this can be done from our website at myorangeclerk.com. That's myorangeclerk.com. Thank you for your patience. A deputy clerk will assist you momentarily.
Please. I mean, we're sitting here on hold. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got other things we can talk about. If this pony is not leaving out the gate today, then we can pivot, you know? There's one thing I don't like is to be left on hold, okay? I don't like that at all. Let me know. There's too much technology. There's too much technology today to not put up a notification.
myorangeclerk.com. For example, you can make payments. Also find out about payment plans and other payment options. You can view court records and order certified court records and marriage licenses. From our website, you can also begin your marriage.
You know what I'm saying? I need to go to my P.O. box.
Forms and packets for civil and family matters. You can also file court documents from the Florida
civil
Court
matters
e-filing portal, and you can contact us with a question or concern from our Contact Us page. All this can be done from our website.
Girl, I feel like calling James Owen's office. Like, hey, is court canceled today? Because we can't get through to the clerk.
You momentarily.
Oh, the wait is 15 minutes. I'm not going to hang up. That's a whole nother 15 minutes. We could end up calling back and then it's a 1 hour wait. It's best to just stay in the queue. They usually under promise. They'll probably be taking us in a minute.
Thank you for your patience. All of our service representatives are still
Does it give
busy.
you anxiety when it's like
service,
you hear the
please
music and then the
visit our
music
enhanced-
stops? Does it make you feel away? Well, let me put this on my computer.
Thank
You guys don't worry about being on hold. I'm on hold. I'm with you guys. This is just, if somebody was going to have weird shit happen on first day of jury selection, it would be this trick, okay? Clearly. This type of music makes you just want like we should go back and well, we still have this motion to read depending on what's going on. We still have this motion to finish that they filed yesterday, motion Limine. And then yeah, we can just pivot. There's other stuff we can talk about. Oh, you said I meant just call me. Oh, when you can put your number in. Oh, that particular thing. Why did they don't have that functionality? I don't know, because Atlanta does. When you call the courthouse and they're super busy, they will let you put your number in without losing your spot. And then they'll call you back with the information. Like they'll just call you back as if you're still online, right? Yeah, that's a good feature. Let me show you guys. There's a new feature. I was testing it out, but I was also just finishing up eating a biscuit real quick. Hold on. Look down here. Look, it's a circle. Look how cute. Okay, hold on. I don't have any lip gloss on. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Oh, like when you're on hold and the music like suddenly stops. I've got this little ball. I balled it up into a little side bun. I should fix it a little bit better. They can't air jury selection. In Florida, I mean, sometimes you hear jury selection. They're going through the process, but you don't see the people. Okay. You like the feature? I mean, it's more current because that's what, like, I would love for them to get where you can be a cutout. Okay, hold on. Why was I saying where's my phone? Okay. They don't typically show jury selection but they normally show it from the standpoint of you can hear what's going on, but you can't. You like that? Thank you. Hold on. I think I can make it bigger too. Hold on. Let's see. Hey guys. Look at me at the press conference with Ron DeSantis. Hey Ron, what's up with the rest of the weather? Like, why don't you just let us know? Okay, let me see. Hold on. Hey Ron, back to you. Oh God. So who said he had on his good lace front today?
Left massive amounts of sand. They already had to truck huge amounts of sand when we did SR 786 in Manatee and Sarasota counties. And we're happy to do that. But okay, man, it's a lot. So they're doing it and they're helping it, removing the sand in addition to
Okay. His job sounds horrible right now. If there's ever a time to not be governor, it's during natural disasters. Hold on. I got these good little lip glosses at Ulta. See, this is what happens when my camera's on. I don't like not having on. I'm a lip gloss person. I have to. I really like these. This is just like what I keep at my desk. Ulta, very cheap. Okay.
Division of Emergency.
Can you believe it's taking this long to answer the phone?
EM directors to inform them of the debris waste and landfill sites that have been ordered to remain open 24/7 and are surging assets, of course, to supplement local debris removal coordination. Now, all
right, let me pivot and find, because he was supposed to go live again. Let's find that, because I feel like Are we getting the most current news at this moment? Just a second. Ah, okay. I wish someone from Court TV would stand up and say, "Hey, everybody, you're not tripping. Jury selection begins today." I think voir dire is private, but when they're going through, "Hey, do you have a problem with da 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 da?" And they ask you, "Okay, you're excused. Okay, you can da da da." Okay, and then, I think there's certain parts of jury selection that they show, but maybe there's parts that they don't. Um okay. Other channels that I watch are still on a holding pattern too, so
Thank you for your patience. All of our service representatives are still busy. For faster service, please visit our enhanced website at www.myorangeclerk.com. Thank you.
Tracking Hurricane Milton. The storm is expected to make landfall on the west coast of Florida this Wednesday as a major hurricane. Right now, it is moving through the Gulf of Mexico, albeit slowly. Joining us right now, meteorologist Brooks Garner to track this storm and let us know what we can expect. Brooks?
Hi, good morning, Amy. Good morning, Deborah. So we've got now a major hurricane. Milton is now a major hurricane. It's a Category 3, and it's located in the southwest Gulf of Mexico, about 800 miles southwest of Florida. I'm joined now with National Hurricane Center Director Michael Britton. Good morning.
Oh, it looks like it's going straight for Tampa. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, Danny.
Mr. Britton, listen, we have nothing but respect for what you guys are doing right now, and we thank you for your time and your expertise. I think a lot of folks in 2024 are frustrated that we have fancy graphics showing what appears to be certainty with computer models, but are surprised to learn that things are rather uncertain. Is that
crazy to you guys? That, I mean, maybe there could be someone in the chat right now, who knows, that like weather is supposed to be predictable down to the second. It's, you know what I mean? Like it could be coming one way and all of a sudden hit Mississippi. You know what I mean?
That clarity been
It's supposed to start at 9
or
o'clock.
are we still looking at a broader cone? And when do you think we'll know exactly where and when it'll make landfall?
Well, Brooke, we really can't nail down a landfall location sometimes till within 6 or 12 hours to that exact.
Okay, so is this from Twitter? Potential jurors are outside the courtroom waiting for jury selection to start. We are not allowed to broadcast jury selection. We are waiting to see how the latest hurricane will impact opening statements as the storm is set to hit the area Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so we probably won't have anything for a couple of days because, so like, for instance, the Sarah Lawrence trial, and that was in Florida too, but that was Marion County. Marion County had they televised the jury selection. So I don't know, maybe either every court's different, maybe Sarah, I don't know if that's something. Just a second.
Orange County Clerk's Office. This is Sandra. How can I assist you?
Yes, hi. Is court operating as normal today, on normal schedule?
Today, yes.
Okay. Do you know about the rest of the week yet, or it's kind of?
We have no idea yet.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. So that we already knew what we knew. Okay. So thank you, Danny, for sending that note. So was that Twitter that you found that? Is that a yes? Yes, it was Twitter. That's weird because other parts of Florida, they'll show jury selection, but I guess they don't. If they don't want to take a chance at the potential jury being exposed and all of that stuff, I guess, whatever. Bougie gang in Florida, be careful. Yeah, just bougie gang, period, because you never know how that thing can go. I mean, look at it. It's huge and it's right there, like San Marcos, Texas. Well, it's coming up past Cozumel and all of that right there. And then here's Texas. Wait, hold on. There's Texas right there. And then Louisiana. And then you've got, is that Alabama, Mississippi, and then over here, the Panhandle, or is that, what do they call that? I forget what that part's called, but all of Florida. I mean, you just never know what can happen. This type of a storm, it could just all of a sudden change track. We've seen that happen, right? Numerous times. I mean, it's slammed Galveston. You know, Galveston gets it. New Orleans gets it. Mississippi gets it. All of that. So you just never know. You wake up one day it's going one way, and then the next day it's doing something else. Yeah. Well, my husband, we topped off the cars and we got plenty of water. Last week, like literally we were out of water. I didn't even think about it. Like I needed to do some grocery shopping. I didn't think about it. And we went through our last case of water. Luckily, we have filter water in the house, but water filter in the refrigerator and all that. But as soon as that water came back, we filled up. And I'm probably going to go pick up another 2 cases just to kind of have enough, just in case someone needs a case of water or needs some water bottles or whatever. And I probably just need to go to the grocery store today just to make sure we have like everything we need, like extra eggs, the stuff that if you're stuck in the house for a couple of days, you want to have. So yeah, because 9 times out of 10, after it hits Florida, it comes right up here, depending on which way it goes. If it comes inland, then it's going to pass our door. If it stays up the coast, then we might get the rainfall bands on the outside. But yeah, Florida, it looks, but tomorrow morning we could wake up and it's teeny tiny. So hopefully everybody is going to be safe. But yeah. Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's listen to what they're saying about what's going on here.
Location that's going to see that very worst storm surge, the core of those winds and the eye wall of a major hurricane. So that's why, as you see this morning, we've laid out a pretty large hurricane watch that goes all the way from Choctaw up to the mouth of the Suwannee River to account.
They really did turn out good. I used 2 bay leaves. I used whatever seasonings I told you yesterday. And they came out good. And I actually liked them. I'm a pinto bean, black eyed peas. I don't make black eyed peas often, but I'm a pinto bean, red kidney bean, black bean, green pea girl. I've lima beans. I mean, I don't know. When I tasted it, I was like, it just tastes like a bean. I mean, what bean out there like pinto beans are a little sweet, right? Black beans, I don't know what I love about them so much, but I do, and I like to put them on eggs. I like to make bean burgers, which I haven't made bean burgers in a long time, but I don't know. Red kidney beans, yum. That's like part of the culture. I was raised up on, but lima beans, not so much, but I don't know. They're good. It was good. And it was very simple and they came together really quick. And I sent them with my husband for lunch today. Girl, they killed that chicken. That lemon pepper chicken, baby. I made a whole pack. It was probably, I don't even know how many pieces because I don't want to embarrass the family, but they killed that chicken. While I was live, my husband said that Farrah took like, I don't know how many pieces of chicken and made herself like a buffalo sandwich. She, I went in there were literally 5 pieces of chicken left. There were probably, I don't know how many they ate a piece. I really don't. But so there were 5 left. I put 3 in a Tupperware for my husband's lunch, and I put him in a container of the lima beans. So anyway, okay, let me put you guys on mute. We'll listen to the rest of what's going on here, and I guess we're out. So there was a notice put up on Law and Crime. Law and Crime said that they are not able, I don't know if it's like a Judge Cranick thing, Orange County thing, but they said we are not allowed to broadcast jury selection. This is coming from Law and Crime, and potential jurors are outside the courtroom waiting for jury selection. And with the slip ups these days, maybe they don't want to take a chance of people catching the camera or Sarah and James complaining, all of that kind of stuff. We're waiting to see the latest news about the hurricane, how it will impact as the storm is set to hit the area Wednesday and Thursday. So we don't know. I guess we'll just have to continue to monitor, but there is court today, but not for us. Okay, so that's the good news. Let's pivot back to the document just so we can be fully aware. Mr. James Owens yesterday was filing motions, and basically he filed a motion in limine, excuse me, regarding a couple of items. So the defendant, by and through the undersigned counsel and under sections 90.402, .403, and .404 Florida statutes, request this honorable court to exclude certain evidence at the trial of this cause, specifically redacting portions of the 2-hour video. So he couldn't get the 2-hour video thrown out, but he would like to have portions now of the 2-hour video thrown out. Okay. Did I just hold on? Okay, here we go. I just clipped up. They added a bunch of new stuff this weekend, and it's like very distracting. I wish they would hold off on enhancements until the weekend so people have a chance to get used to them, especially people who stream. You know what I mean? Like, I stream almost every single day. And when they do stuff and it wasn't at the forefront on a Saturday, now it's Monday and you're just giving me some new function. It's like, damn. Okay, is this it's like my bun keeps disappearing. Okay. Let me move this over here because I'm having to do this and this is very annoying. Let me get this in front of me. Okay. Is this going to be better? Oh yeah. Hello. What? Guys, it's a Monday, so bear with me. Okay. Okay, defendant Sarah Boone is charged by way of information. Why he made that so big, I don't know. Like he had to amplify information. So maybe almost kind of trying to make it seem like there's no evidence, but that's not true. She admitted that that by her hands he's dead. With a single count of second-degree murder. The offense allegedly occurred February 23rd, 2024. No, it actually did not. It was actually 2020. Her lawyer made a mistake on a very important document right before trial starting. During the homicide investigation, the defendant was asked to come to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. The defendant arrived February 25th, 2024. Another mistake. And was escorted into an interrogation room. A custodial interrogation of the defendant then ensued. The approximate 2-hour interrogation was ordered by audio and video. During the interrogation, 2 homicide detectives questioned the defendant at length concerning the facts and circumstances surrounding George Torres's death. At such time, statements were made by the defendant and the 2 detectives. Some statements made by the parties should be excluded and redacted from the video mentioned above. From the transcript of the interrogation, video titled Transcript of Taped Interview of Sarah Boone conducted by Detective Chelsea Copsall, case number 2017904. Let me move this over here. Y'all put this right in front of me because I'm like, my God. Okay. All right. Okay. First section of evidence to be excluded. The following dialogue from pages 69 through 70, beginning at line 6 of page 69. And if you guys have watched the video, you already know about this, but in the interrogation, Detective Scott Lowen said, so it's Detective Lowen. Hold on. You had two different neighbors that live directly next to you. You asked to use the restroom and they told you no and turned you away. You had to go. Sarah Boone. Oh, when she said, oh, Lowen, across the way to somebody else. Sarah Boone. Oh, no. Okay. Kim and Eli or Kim. Kim is not a nice person. Okay. That's what Lowen says. Sarah Boone, she's just automatically not nice. Even after me and Lucas went over there and introduced ourselves, she's just not a nice person. Detective Lowen, then why would you think she would let you in? So there was a certain point of the interrogation. I'm not really sure what was going on, and I'm not sure how this came up. We would have to go back to the video to see, but I'm thinking that when she was locked out, when they were doing the investigation and they had her outside of her apartment, I think there was some sort of like she needed to use the bathroom. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm not really sure why he would bring that up, but apparently it was brought up, and the fact that her neighbors would not let her use the restroom. I mean, it's like, ma'am, you have a dead body in your house. CSI is at your house. Maybe they don't want to be involved. So I don't know. I think that's a great reason to not let someone in the house. I mean, if you're not sure what's going on and there is, like I said, there's CSI outside, that might be a reason to not let somebody in. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Like, what do you guys think? I don't know. I might feel weird but she wasn't in handcuffs, but if they don't deal with you like that and they don't like you, what would make you think they're going to let you sit your naked butt on their toilet? It's a personal item. And like, you don't let strangers use your bathroom. But she wasn't free to go either. Anyway, so this was a whole thing about her neighbors. Like, to me, I took this as the detective pointing out that her neighbors don't like her. This part of the conversation. Yes, automatically she's not a nice person. She's just not a nice person. Lowen says, then why would you think that she would let you use her restroom? Sarah Boone says, because Eli was in there. Eli comes over and talks to us sometimes, which I think pisses Kim off. Lowen says, okay. Boone says, because he came over and talks to us, the two of them, they're like super standoffish all the time. My neighbors down the street, down the way, their toilet was broken. Like, what is all of this toilet bathroom talk about? I didn't understand. Their toilet was broken. They had stuff in the bathroom. So then Lowen says bathrooms. Sarah Boone says, like, go over there and try over there. I'm not sure what was going on, but this came up. There's two bathrooms, so both their bathrooms. That's what Lowen says. Boone says, I wouldn't let nobody go upstairs and use my personal bathroom. That's what the downstairs bathroom is for. Lowen says, or somebody you knew. Boone says, they're in the process of doing all this stuff in the kitchen. Lowen says, okay. And so James Owens wants this taken out. There's another part. Sarah says, and of course they let me in. Them and them, they're together. They're part, their families. That's what you really want to know. And I hope it doesn't get them in trouble. but he's over here illegally. So he's trying to work on getting his green card. I don't know what that was about. So he's talking to her about her neighbors not allowing her to use the bathroom. I think this started with a conversation about him. I think Detective Lone was kind of saying your neighbors don't like you. And then she says, well, ask the property manager. And then he says, well, yeah, they said you were drunk all the time, that whole thing. So this was kind of a little bit of a back and forth. James wants this stricken. Then she says something about somebody being illegal or illegally here and working on getting their green card. Like, lady, that's none of your business. And, it's really none of your business. And that's such an old kind of cliche. You don't know what people have going on. But maybe that was something that was divulged. I don't know. But you're in an interrogation about your boyfriend being dead. What you think, what was there to be gained by having like outing somebody allegedly illegal? Anyway, I'm not going to read the rest because it's really kind of hard to read, but if you watch the interrogation, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it did get very kind of, I wouldn't say heated, but it was a little bit heated. There was a good amount of back and forth. The exclusion of said evidence is required due to lack of relevance under section. It's the reason why to me it's relevant is because it happened. Maybe it's not necessarily relevant to the case, but it did happen, and it speaks to the fact of, I don't know, Sarah is a very argumentative type person, and the detective was basically I guess making a point that she's not necessarily liked by her neighbors, and also it gives to her Karenism, her Karen traits of outing someone who has nothing to do with this situation. You're sitting for potential second degree charges at that moment. She hadn't been arrested yet. And you're talking about somebody else because they wouldn't let you use their bathroom. You want to let everybody know that they're not legally here. Okay. Ridiculous, right? She's tried to use it. It didn't work, but yes, she did. She tried it. Hold on, let me find my page again. Okay. Second item, page 53, line 11, Detective Kelsey Copsel. Well, he's dead as a result of your actions. He's dead as a result of your actions. Okay, so 2 times she says, well, he's dead as a result of your actions. She says again, he's dead as a result of your actions. And Sarah Boone says, I understand that. Well, that would sound, I'm not saying that that's an admission of guilt, but it does sound a little bit like you are acknowledging what she's saying and potentially as true. I don't know. Detective Lowen, I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right? And Sarah Boone says, I thought about that. Then Scott Lowen says again, well, intention or not, George is dead. You act like when you say unintentionally, that absolves you of everything. The above evidence is improper opinion testimony by law enforcement. Law enforcement cannot express opinions on the law or the ultimate issue of the fact for the jury. I don't feel like that was opinion. I feel like she said George got in a suitcase and she zipped it up. George asked to be let out of the suitcase and she said, not my problem. Now you wanna when she was drunk. She was like, that's my name, don't wear it out. I mean, are you kidding me? As a result of your actions, or an inaction is an action, right? Inaction is an action because you make a choice to not do anything. So as a result of your actions, George is dead. And she said, I understand that. And then the detective says, "You're the person that killed him, right?" And she said, "I thought about that." Now, she never said yes. She said, "I thought about that." Well, intentional or not, George is dead. You act like when you say unintentionally, that absolves you of everything. Anyway, in it, so we read that. In it, so the above evidence is improper opinion testimony. I don't know that that gives opinion to me, but okay. By the law enforcement. Law enforcement cannot express opinions on the law or the ultimate issue of fact for the jury. In addition, said statements assume the truth of contested facts and encourage that the jury. I mean, I don't know that that's. Look, he's going way deeper. At the end of the day, during the interrogation in the investigation, they're asking questions. Sarah said she put him in the suitcase. She zipped it up. There's video of him begging to be let out, and she didn't do it. That's not really opinion. That's fact based on what they'd seen, what they heard, and what she told them. That's not opinion. They're not interpreting. Like, she is running up to every officer and saying, "I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. We were playing." Okay. Um the jury to find defendant guilty as charged because the law officer said so. In addition, said statements assume the truth of contested facts and encourage. Did she say? So she says she's not guilty. The fact is, okay, so regarding second degree murder, that's one thing that would require maybe some interpretation because it's speaking of a depraved mind and deliberate acts and things of that nature. Because Sarah Boone's trying to go with the battered spouse, battered woman defense, and now she's saying it was self-defense. I don't know what they're trying to do, just to be honest. If this opinion evidence is admitted, the jury may assume the validity of the law enforcement officers. So I wonder what she's going to try to say. I mean, at the end of the day, he's trying to make it seem like the detective saying that was interpretive rather than a solid assumption based on their observation as homicide detectives. You arrive to a scene and someone is dead, and the person who is at the scene tells you that they participated in events that ultimately caused this person to perish. You're a suspect. You're going to be talked to extensively. If she said, "I came home and I had no idea what happened, I hadn't been home in 2 weeks, I was on a cruise, I came inside and oh my God," that's a whole different story. But she told a whole story about what happened, and it's a problem. Anyway, if this opinion evidence is admitted, the jury may assume the validity of law enforcement officers' opinion because it was allowed in evidence and rely on the opinion in finding the defendant guilty. The issue of causation is exclusively the jury's job. Well, they're in the process of interrogating her. And the fact that she said she thought about that or that she damn near copped to it when Detective Copsel said, "You're dead as a result of your actions," and she said, "I understand that." That's her stupidness. Why she didn't ask for a lawyer, I don't know. I mean, they only read her Miranda rights 3 times. The issue of causation is exclusively the jury's job. This opinion evidence evades the province of the jury's fact-finding mission. So based on them saying that, he feels like the detectives kind of summed it up and was trying to get her buy-in, and she sat there and did it, right? The exclusion of any and all of the evidence described above is required as the value of such evidence is substantially outweighed by the danger of unfair prejudice, confusion of the issues, misleading the jury, and would serve only to inflame the jury. I mean, the bottom line is if you did not kill the man or you felt like you did nothing to kill him, okay, Also, on top of that, now you're using a battered woman defense, which is a self-defense. So did you mean to do it or not? It's like she's going to have to pick one argument, because at the end of the day, it's like she's trying to keep her pinky toe. She's trying to straddle the fence between one thing and another thing. And if you are using the battered woman defense, then the fact that you killed him would make sense, because you did it based on the fact of a fear for your life, self-preservation, you were under attack, all of those things. So it would make sense that you did it, right? It would make sense that you had to do what you had to do to save yourself, right? So it doesn't make sense. I don't know. I just feel like they're trying to be safe, and they're trying to eliminate anything that makes her look bad. Her having neighbors that don't like her, they won't even let her sit on their toilet. She's talking about somebody in their immigration status, which has nothing to do with what's going on. She sat there and basically copped to the detective, summing it up with her hands of, the ultimate reason why George Torres is dead, not once, but twice, and copped to those things and considered those things. That's her fault. She was Mirandized and was told that anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Me personally, after thinking about this even more, the fact that the Miranda was such a huge issue, and she was Mirandized 3 times and still talked her damn ass off all the way to handcuffs, baby, the whole thing has to be admitted. I would think the whole thing has to be admitted. She's not a likable person. And the comments about her neighbors not liking her, the comments about her being drunk all the time, the comments about her talking about her neighbor's legal status, that's just going to lend to her unlikability. And there's not enough lip gloss and eyeshadow that's going to help it. So this is what her attorney filed yesterday at 3:00 on a Sunday. And I guess they are in court right now selecting the jury. So officially, this is trial day 1, because this is when they're doing jury selection. And this trial has started. So it's been verified that the jury is in motion right now. They are in the selection process. It will not be televised, that portion, because I don't know. I mean, other courts do it, and I've seen other courts in Florida, but maybe they just want to be super careful because this lady is ridiculous and whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I'm glad we had a chance to go over this document. I'm glad I had a chance to show you StreamYard and its new features. Let me see if I can, let me move this around. Okay. It's a live avatar. It's me. Girl, it's not delayed because someone's gonna come and be like, it was delayed because of her clothes. No. Okay, let's do this. So I might just go over. You guys meet me over at Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Let's go pick this back up. We may as well. Let's go over to Love Lies and Lace Fronts. You guys meet me there. We'll go ahead and put this down, and because of course there are the purists out there, and if there's something other than topic, people, how people feel. So anyway, let's go ahead and shut this on down, and we will resume in like about 15 minutes. Let me let my dogs out and stuff, and then I will be back. Okay.